welcome back, you guys. It's the Sneaky Leak podcast.
Welcome back.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to act since I've been back.
Oh man.
I'm your host, Elaina.
I'm your other host, Janelle.
I'm Heather.
And we have another amazing guest on the couch with us today. Terra, say hello.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I don't know your last name. I just realized. So I don't know if you want to share that or if you just want to leave it at
Terra Karsner.
Karsner, yes, Karsner.
It's Copham and Rockham.
Copham and Rockham. That's how I knew her.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird because I've had so many people be like, your Instagram Copham, and I'm like, how do you not understand?
Cope,
All I do
nigga.
is talk about shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
can
let's
see,
It's
you know,
so
read
funny.
it a little slower, guys.
Right.
Come on.
It's funny
Not
that there's
there.
some Instagram names that you're just like, because it's all like
It's on one
low
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
That makes sense.
Said, is your Instagram Copenhagen? And I was like, what? No.
That's how you know some people don't be reading.
Multiple times.
People don't be reading. They just see the first few letters and their brain creates the rest. Like,
I know y'all by y'all Instagram names, not y'all real names. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I be seeing people in public like, oh, that's Visions of Pharaoh or whatever. That's actually somebody who follows us. That's
I
the homie.
his name Christian.
His name is Christian.
I don't know
Yeah.
his name.
He's actually he works at Undefeated.
Yeah, works at
cool
Undefeated,
people.
yeah.
He
He's
actually will
actually
love
pretty
me
cool.
saying this. But yeah,
I love that. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm horrible with names too. The fact
sneaker
that
fetish, even though we know Kari, but you know what I'm saying, like these names that you
That
just
should be so
remember all the
funny.
time, they're embedded.
No, it's so funny. My homegirl, one of her friends, like, because he doesn't really know me that well, but when she posts me, he calls me SD because like dopest E. He's like, oh, SD.
Like that's not what I meant,
The two
but
front letters, like
The last few, just SD. I'm like,
Yeah.
and now I think it's cute.
it is cute.
So
I've
now
had
that's your
people.
Okay.
SD.
I've had people say Henny kicks it, like
Yeah.
literally in
Yeah.
person. Like I used to call you Jay Cheyenne. I still call you Jay
I
thought you
Cheyenne.
was
Yeah.
JC.
Yeah,
In my
JC
phone,
too.
she's
Yeah.
JC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I gotta go from the name.
I know.
Sorry.
Which is crazy because my name is in my bio, and I feel like other people's are too.
Some
Sometimes
people
so
probably
it's
think
like-
your last name is Shuttlesworth, bitch.
A lot of people do, and I've actually had to like ask them to change like some contracts sometimes.
Oh shit!
Because they'll put Shuttlesworth, and I'm like, oh no, can you change that, please? That's just my
That's
alias.
funny.
Yeah,
I definitely would have done that if I wrote your contract for sure.
that's fine. I love getting packages though that say Shuttlesworth.
It's
That's
cute.
nice.
Yeah.
But before we officially get started, don't forget, as always, to follow us on all of our social media platforms, please. We're actually coming up on a lot of subscribers on YouTube. We're at 1,600 the last time I saw. I'm like, oh, cute. Look at us. Sneaky Link Pod on YouTube, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Instagram, Sneaky Link Pod.
We're at 10.5 almost on IG.
Oh,
we're doing
yeah.
good.
Oh, I didn't peep
10.5K,
that.
y'all.
We're climbing. We're climbing.
Yeah.
And I'm
Actually, fun fact, the day that I met all of you guys in real life, you had just started.
We just started.
to film, like,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
first episode or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys look familiar. And you're like, oh, we
That's
follow each other on Instagram.
a very significant day. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the day I met Brenton
That's the day
too.
she met her man.
Look at that. Look at
It's
that.
what a day.
Love it.
What a day.
Synergy.
Right. Shout outs to Khan.
Shout out. Shout out to God. How funny. Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Alyssa was with me that day.
Alyssa was there.
That's
yeah.
right.
There.
Wookie. Well, okay. What are we wearing, Henny? Let's start it off.
Yeah, we have on the CDG Nike Since 96. That's what it's called. Since 96.
96.
Yeah, it's because like the top is like the 96, and then like the bottom. I think the bottom is something new. I think that's like new technology. I don't think that came from like a shoe prior, to my knowledge. If y'all know, y'all can correct me. But they're very comfortable, big.
I like these
as y'all can
better in
see.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
they're really cool. I got on more of those Nike socks. I got on
You brought them all with you.
Chrissy loves them too.
yeah, Fritzy was definitely walking around with my socks earlier.
With it in his
Yes,
mouth.
yeah.
She left him in the living room
Yeah,
last night.
the pair I wore yesterday.
He's been carrying them around.
Yeah, He did not want to give them up. He sat by me, put his like little arm on me, and growled at Brenton.
He
like,
dead ass sat by Henny, put his arm on her, looked at Brandon, and growled.
Like,
I was like, oh, he got beef.
Yeah, he's like, don't talk
he
to her.
loves Henny. Oh,
We have a special relationship.
right?
They do. They have a special.
We have a special relationship.
Oh
yes.
my.
But yeah, I don't know what these are. I got them at the mall in Santa Clarita a couple years ago. Little white tee, 34-inch on a head. You feel me? What you got on?
I have on Jordan 15s today. Billie Eilish. I don't even know what this color's called.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is the weirdest color.
It's a very odd
weird.
color.
Like, and I have
a
these.
stone. It's like
Yeah.
almost like a stone with like a neutral kind of a gray, more of a cool tone. Got on some baggy ass Capital pants. I love these pants. A little whatever ass top. I don't know. Probably from Shein or something, or Zara. I think it's from Zara actually. Just little brown top, and yeah, that's it. Apple Watch, not much else. No jewelry today.
Oh.
So kept it simple.
Apple Watch. Yeah, that's about it.
Apple Watch, sponsor me. No.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Sponsor us. Janelle needs all the equipment. Please and thank you. Like,
I'm actually about to upgrade to a new phone.
Please.
After this.
Yeah.
After this week. Yeah. I need it. What do you have on though?
I have the the Dornbecker 3s on.
nice.
And then some Yoshi pants and Cortez top. Is it Cortez or Cortez?
I think
never
it's
know how to say
Cortez.
it.
I feel like it's Cortez.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Because I feel like
yeah.
the IE gives a little bit of E.
Yeah, I feel like it's Cortez. Cortez, so like them.
In the accent.
Cortez, yeah. The youth, you know.
nailed it, you know.
Are these the newer DBs?
No, these came out in 2000. They're gonna roast me if I
Like
get this
12,
wrong.
I think, or
Yeah.
something. Because
Yeah,
I have,
yeah.
okay, I have
Yeah,
this
they
pair
have
too.
the tag in there.
Because
so
this
yeah.
one has
2011.
Okay, so this one has like the insole. The newer ones that came out didn't have this special.
Yeah, they
insole in it.
I didn't
they
know they
retroed
re-released
these.
it.
Yeah.
They did. They re-released these like a few years ago, but they weren't as good as these ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought I wore something that people didn't have.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
None
don't
of
see.
us have them.
I don't.
I've never seen
have
them.
these.
I've
I
never
have
seen them
this
in
pair. This is
person.
like an
Oh,
anniversary
you do?
present
Oh,
or
okay, okay,
something.
okay. Oh.
But like, I don't see too many people in them, even though
Yeah,
they
me
re-released.
neither.
Like, I
Yeah.
never see people in them.
I got lucky. I was working at Success in Chicago at the time, and one of our customers
Shout outs,
went
Val.
down. Yeah, shout out Vel. Went down there the Monday after they dropped, and they had restocked a few pairs. And
Oh, wow.
They had a size 7 left.
Nice.
Oh,
I think
that's
they're
perfect.
they're a really pretty 3.
All y'all got on Jordans except me.
Not again. I don't do this.
How many times she does this?
Does y'all just be?
No, I actually almost wore Vans though, so
Oh yeah, I'm
I
surprised.
I'll let you have that
I
one.
don't know what I was trying to wear. I was just trying to wear whatever matched with this.
Yeah, I didn't bring much options with me, and I didn't even try to pack right this time. So I was like, boop, this.
can't even get mad then.
I'm dead.
Well, I have on 2012 Bread 4s. Crazy enough, I've actually been trying to get rid of this pair.
Why?
I don't know if I love them anymore. Besides the point, I'm wearing them now.
Are they? Is it because like they're not comfortable? Like we have the 4s we're getting now.
No, I just don't.
You're not an all black shoe
I'm
girly.
not, and like
It's a classic.
It's
I
such a. But
Is it just because that? I feel like that year the paint chipped really bad.
Oh,
too.
Oh
no,
yeah, I feel like
definitely.
all these like that on the 4s.
and I can't sell them literally because of that. So
You might as well just
I'm
put
pretty
it
sure
in.
because
You
of
could
that.
probably post them for $50. Somebody will buy them shits.
I feel like that's what I did.
I'm sure.
I feel like when I see people posting shoes in their story for like $50-$60, people buy them.
Yeah.
They do all the
That's true.
time.
That's true. I could do that. Well, if anybody wants to buy them,
Some
55.
weirdo people buy it.
65 shipping.
they're a size.
Yeah, you gotta get the shipping on top.
Shipped.
They're a size 6.5. They come with the box.
There you go.
Original receipt. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, that is true. In grade school sizes, yeah, that definitely is true, especially at that time. Gray little slouchy socks, Nike leggings, and I have on a Kith a Star Wars sweater. 'Cause
Cute.
by the time this episode comes out, it'll be so close to May the 4th.
May the 4th. Damn, I should have worn Star Wars.
And that's exactly why I wore the
always planning
4s
it.
too.
I honestly, when I was thinking about it, I couldn't figure out what day this was. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was okay.
I had it in my head. I was like, oh yeah,
That's
I got
cute.
it. So
Oh, yeah.
happy May the 4th to anyone who celebrates.
Who celebrates?
May the
Hell
4th be
yeah.
with you.
All the Star Wars nerds.
Yeah, that's kind of all I got on today.
What's crazy though is like I wear those reimagined 4s so much more than I would have thought. Like when they were in the news and I was like, oh yeah, they're whatever. It's cool. It's a classic. It's a twist on like, you know, because we love the bread 4s at the end of the day. But because of that material and like they're not likely to get dirty if I spill something on. It's not that material makes the tumbled leather is so good. I wear that shoe so often. Like I'm actually surprised.
I actually really like the suede though.
I do too.
I like
It
it.
gives
I
it a
really
completely
like
different
that,
look. Like
yeah.
seeing them on your foot
Yeah.
now compared to like the tumbled leather one. Like, but I love
Crazy.
the material on the
I
other
feel
one.
like the reimagines are good for like industry workers, like if they worked in like the service industry or something, because like dead ass, like you could be like serving and some shit could fall on it, and you
Serving
could
and
just,
serving shoes.
yeah, yeah. So like
sneakers.
I don't know.
I'm not mad at it.
Like if I ran a bar, I would wear them. I mean, I don't know.
Catch-up pickups,
Haven't
stuff.
caught up. I mean, it's been a day technically for us recording, but have you picked up anything recently?
I am now the if it is free, it's for me type
Oh,
of
yeah.
person. But I do want to get those pink 95s.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I want the pink 95s
Yes.
too.
So I'm supposed to be some store is supposed to be holding them for me to.
Yeah,
I haven't got the call yet. I don't know.
Those are so good. They
are
I
good.
know, I think JD Sports is supposed to be getting on my scene.
We
I
might
don't
have
know
to
what
hit up
other-
Mr. D.
Yeah, I love that shoe. I think that shoe is going to be a great summer shoe. I'm curious to see like how many units there's going to be. Like if it's like a really widely released or.
It seems like a lot of stores got them. So
I feel like it seems like that, but it also feels like it's been very quiet.
Yes,
like, I don't
that's
know.
what I'm kind of like.
It
I
really
was
has,
confused on the release date.
Same,
That
because I
too,
feel like
yeah.
I don't know if some stores released it this last week. Like,
Yeah, I'm a
low-key.
little confused.
Like, I've seen some people posting like in person, but not online.
well, studio out here and in Memphis. I don't know where other place.
That
they have it
Studio
at.
23
Yeah,
spot,
yeah.
yeah.
But they only got big sizes, so their small sizes are coming in later.
Yeah, they are.
But like, what did Skate send? Packers or was it Feature or?
I think
I don't know.
One of
Maybe
them.
I sent
Yeah,
Packers.
I think you sent Packers.
He sent something else.
He sent something else.
I haven't seen like
actually-
Undefeated or like
I haven't
the
seen that either.
other-
Corporate.
Bait actually Bait had them.
Corporate is
too.
sending me my pink foams, but I
Okay.
paid for them. It wasn't free, so
Yeah.
like, but still, like,
So like they're getting them
Randomly.
Maybe they just
Yeah.
didn't put anything behind it, which is crazy because they kind of should have. But
I feel like it could.
I'm tired of talking about what they should have done for Air Max
Honestly,
Day.
Yeah.
they could have
Marketing
had Kim
dollars are
Kardashian roll out that campaign.
So annoying.
Maybe, yeah.
I feel like they could have definitely had Kim roll out that campaign
Since she
was
had-
like the first one on the scene to display those shoes like 2 years
She
ago.
was the
good on
first
that,
person with them
but-
on.
But it would have aligned
refocused.
with that
That's
shoe,
the whole
that's
skin
like-
thing. Yeah. Making an announcement or
They
whatever.
probably just think it's gonna sell regardless. So why?
Oh, it absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
it
pink.
still will.
I mean, they be giving those shoes to whatever her name is, Vendura Carter.
I called her Vendetta.
What?
I did, but it's Vanita.
Vanita, yes. So it's like she's been debuting like a whole bunch of
All
like,
of the 95.
random. Yeah. So like,
I'm about to steal her mirror pose.
oh yeah, the
You
whole.
should.
I'm about to just do it just for the shits and giggles.
You should. I agree. I feel like we don't have much to catch up on.
We don't have much to catch up on, but by the time this episode comes out, we would have had a family dinner at John and Vinny.
Definitely would
yeah.
have. We would insert whatever picture we might have taken right here and see whoever shows up. You know.
Whoever shows up,
I
to the
will
dinner.
be in Portland.
Oh yeah, you'll be back in Portland.
We'll be back in Portland.
What am I doing this weekend? I'm going to a little book fair at USC, Festival of Books. I went to it last year and it was really fun. So I'm going with Fran.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, and Universal's doing their first weekend of Fan Fest, which is kind of like their After Dark nights, like how Disneyland does it.
Oh.
But like for some of their like more popular like IPs and stuff. So I'll be there this weekend as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute. I don't know what I'll be doing this
Okay,
weekend.
we didn't really get into much sneaker news last week. So I don't know if you guys want to go over some of the stuff a little bit this week, sprinkle some of it in, and then we'll get into what Terra does, who she is, and why she's that girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few different things that have been popping up. Jordan has a new lifestyle shoe. It's part skate, part dad shoe. Kind of looks a little weird.
It's giving more skate than
It
is
definitely
dad.
looks like more like a skate shoe. Which
Yeah.
one was it? This
Skating shoe, not like skate.
Yeah, it gave like
Interesting.
very interesting. Let me go to actually the sneaker news page because that's where it was at.
Yeah, it's kind of. I need to hear the story behind it.
I
I don't think you needed it, right?
It genuinely looks like a skateboarder shoe. This
Yeah.
looks
It does look like a
something that's
skate
in a
shoe.
skate shop. It's
Are they
int-
marketing it as that?
I mean, I would
don't
imagine
know.
the Jordan Session. Excuse me on the name. This is a $90 lifestyle sneaker combines lifestyle sneaker. They're missing a word there. That combines a skate shoe look with a toe box design borrowed from the dad shoe aesthetic.
I do not see dad shoes.
I
It's giving
see-
Etnies, and I don't.
That's
need it.
literally what
I don't
it's
need it.
giving.
It's
Is
more
Etnies.
giving dad shoe at all.
Yeah.
It absolutely
We don't
is
need
giving
it.
Etnies. It's weird seeing like a non-SB Jordan skate shoe.
Yeah, it is.
It's interesting though because I can see like people probably using the white pair
I
at
can,
least.
yeah. I can see both, really.
You know what? We'll get into this because it's on the thing too. Those Who Decide Wars give me skate shoe vibes.
They do. They do. They
yeah.
kind of get.
They absolutely.
like that.
Where is she
What's
at?
it called? The flight court.
The court
court.
flight,
Court flight, yeah.
or whatever. I don't know where it's at.
Supposedly she's
on
getting
these.
another.
Yeah,
She's
she got that
getting
white
another
colorway
one.
coming
That
out.
white color.
I wonder. I mean, I feel like no one really talked much about her first.
Because it
release.
was literally
Like,
such
how
a
well-
localized.
How did it go?
Yeah,
It was.
didn't-
I feel like it was literally only released in New York. Like it was a regional.
Yeah, I don't feel
shoe.
like
That
they
was
really
that.
like.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see it anywhere else. I
really
think it
don't.
dropped on sneakers, but I haven't seen that shoe in a resale
Anywhere.
shop. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it on
anywhere.
foot. I haven't, but I did see her at Disneyland.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I seen her at Disneyland. I went like a week ago when this
she
was
have these
recorded.
on?
Not these white ones. Her shoe was black. It looked
yeah,
like it was a all black outfit because she has distinctive eyes. I peeped her. I was like, oh shit, I think that's that Taylor girl. And I kind of like went to look really quick at what's on her feet, but she was wearing baggy pants and they were kind of covered. But it almost like the sole looked like the black pair that she has. So
I like
Yeah.
this white pair.
Pretty
I
much
like the
same
white
shoe.
pair. I still want that black pair, and I think the price
I didn't
point.
think the black pair was a bad looking shoe.
I think the price point on the black pair was really awesome because it wasn't like a overpriced Jordan.
Yeah, it was like
like
115.
oh, this
110,
froze,
something
dang
like
it.
that.
And it looked. I liked them like from on the internet, and then they sent them to me and love them. I
Yeah.
think
Okay,
they're
nice.
underrated.
See, like I feel like it's something that if I came across it in my size, I would still want to buy it. Like,
And it's very
Okay.
versatile. It goes with everything.
yeah,
Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. Jordan Flight Court collaboration. This one is a light cream with exterior stitch. Her first collab dropped back in November. There's no date on when this
When
second
that's
one.
gonna actually launch.
I wonder if they'll release that around Fashion Week again. Like
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
I mean,
Seems
what
kind of
we're
early to start
in.
the rollout.
So
but
this
in
wasn't
May?
like this
Oh, we're
was
in April.
specific. Like her first one was like a specific like her collab, not a Who Decides War collab.
Yeah.
because that would have been cool if it was kind of within that realm and like they could have did merch.
Hers instead of. Who
I
Decides
kind of
Where.
like the fact that they
It's
didn't.
just hers?
Yeah, it's hers.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah.
the brands with her partner, right?
Yeah.
I just wish there was more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give us some merch. Give
Yeah,
us some
well,
merch.
that, but just like rollouts and stuff. Like, I still feel like her first drop didn't like hit as hard as it could have. Being another woman getting a Jordan collab, it might be because it's also a different sneaker too. It's a different silhouette.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's not.
Are there
an
other
OG.
flight courts?
I think this is a new shoe.
I've never seen this shoe
I think
prior
this is
to
a new
this.
silhouette.
I'm gonna look this up.
If I'm
Flight
not
Court didn't exist
mistaken.
years and years ago.
That's what
If it did, I was not aware.
Or they be reusing names,
I don't know.
kind of.
That's
Yeah,
new.
that's true.
Like
These-
Court
like, they could've
45 or
switched the
something.
names around
Okay,
or
no, that's
whatever.
new.
No, I think these are new
These
because of
seem like new
hers. These aren't. This is a new silhouette. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go to images though, because if there's like an old pair with
Yeah,
like
like
a
something
beat up
maybe
box
from,
or
like, an
something,
older
then
time or
we could be.
No,
it's a new
I've never
silhouette.
seen those before.
It's a
Yeah,
new
this is
silhouette,
January
though.
2025.
Yeah.
Like when did this shoe?
So
Yeah,
maybe
it is a
they.
new silhouette.
So, because it's supposed to be like a 4, but
But not.
But not a
hella, like
four,
drop
yeah.
top.
Top's
Like it's hella low.
Drop top is funny.
It's because I didn't realize how low it was
Yeah.
compared to.
And I also just don't like that it came out.
How much
so
are they
close
going
to
for?
the
It's good for $111 in my size. I might buy
damn.
this
Yeah.
$81 in a size.
in an 8
Damn.
on Goat, y'all.
Oh
I'm
my
not mad at these,
goodness.
but that's crazy. Yeah, well, okay. If anyone has any knowledge on the flight court, please let us know.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
I wouldn't mind this white pair.
We didn't talk about this last week about the Jordan 1, the breads, huh? They said they're dropping again later in 2025.
Oh yeah.
So there's
did.
like rumors going around on what kind of drop it's going to be. Supposedly there's like a special box with
Yeah.
it's a special hand carved.
They said like the
box,
shoelaces
price
and
points,
lacelets are
the lace
different,
locks
that they're
might be
numbered.
different and the numbered and
But these ones are more exclusive than the exclusive ones that dropped this year.
Like what? It's
Y'all are
so
confusing.
weird, but okay.
We're confused.
I don't know why, but I think Brendan had said like it might drop around Band
Day, which is what I
should have
said.
done.
Yeah.
They should have been doing. Like, why are you bringing these out at the beginning of the year? Like, I get it was All Star, but I was like, band. Well, it was actually the anniversary of that contract thing that they had on display.
yeah,
All Star.
yeah,
Forgive
yeah.
me, I do remember that
Yeah,
now. So I was
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
guess this does align, but I was like, just feels more appropriate on Band Day.
Yeah.
And then celebrating 40th this year, so
Yeah, the big.
I get
40th.
it, but
40 years of.
also feel like they're not doing
Jordan,
shit for that. To be honest,
30 years of 95.
We got all
a
year.
lot of anniversaries.
but it's already April.
You're right, and
haven't seen
I
shit
was
about
at the
40 year.
I was at the brand when it was the 20th anniversary, and we did 166 Flatbush in New York, and like we went all out, and all of the like shoes and stuff that we dropped at All Star were like it was just crazy with frags, and then there were just a million anniversary shoes. So you're right, like
Yeah, like but
They-
I feel like they're
I'm
not
being
talking
nice.
about
They
it.
try
Yeah,
to.
Yeah, I
they're
feel like
not
they could've-
really talking about.
Like, you know how Disney
celebrating-
rolls out for like the
Oh,
70
what, have you
all
seen their billboards?
year long.
No, all year long. Yeah,
That shit is everywhere. So
They should've
that does
done
make
that.
sense.
Yeah.
Like, make it a goddamn celebration.
yeah.
Like,
budgets are tight.
but tariffs,
Aren't
the
they
tariffs,
always?
girl.
They got something to blame it on now.
And leadership. So that's all. These undefeated 4s are supposed to be coming out in a month or so. Supposed to be June,
Yeah,
and they're coming back with the silver.
the silver box is
shoe
fire.
box.
Yeah.
I love the
forward to these.
nostalgia.
Is the shoe itself the same as the original one?
supposedly?
Supposedly, I think
beautiful.
materials might be a tad bit different.
Oh, and then they said there's a few like rare pairs where the stitching is like, is it
black
gold?
or gold?
Gold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gold
The
instead
stitching
of
in
white.
here
No,
where
no,
this.
no. That's for the rare airs.
Oh,
That's what it
fuck.
was. That's what
Excuse
it
me.
was.
Sorry,
That's
I'm
what the
spreading
rare
rumors.
is. Yeah.
You're right. Rewind. Spreading rumors.
I don't want to clip that.
Because this stitching looks the same.
yeah.
So forgive me. Yeah, but that rare
It's for
thing
the
is
rare
cool.
airs, yeah,
I want those rare airs so
That's
bad.
cool.
But these four, I want these fours. I want parts.
Me too. I definitely.
think
want
It's a must cop.
It's
It
a
is.
mess.
It is.
How many pairs did like originally released?
a few thousand, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure someone's going to correct us.
Yeah, how do you
in our
guys
group
be
chat on that?
I don't know how you guys keep that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just hit our encyclopedia in the group chat and be like, Skate, can you
Skate,
let us
Matt.
know?
But I literally, when I was at the brand, was a like historian for the brand. I don't know those things.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you just really have to.
Some people just really are very knowledgeable.
really
Like
knowledgeable
Matt, I
about
feel like
shit.
Matt, like Shoe Hefner, like they've been around since like ancient times, so they know all the lore.
They're old as fuck.
She called you ancient, man. She called you ancient.
you know, so they know the lore.
40s.
There's a few in our group chat that, you know,
They've been around.
Yes, they have.
You know, I can't wait for these. I want parts, and I'm praying and I'm hoping that they come in small sizes.
Oh, we should try. Hopefully we get them. Hopefully we can shoot content in them. That would be funny.
That would be nice to get these.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I gotta get because I didn't get the union, so I definitely have to get these.
Oh,
so
fucking
yeah,
Didn't.
No.
Damn.
You guys went to the pop-up and didn't even cop for it?
I
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I was at the pop-up and like I was really
because you actually could have got because you won on the app.
won the app.
Yeah.
So you could, but I do know what you're saying. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, she offered to I could put them on the pod thing, but it was already done by then. So yeah.
So and then like
you actually had to be in person
at the party. I had the opportunity.
Yeah,
to
that's
buy
at the party. Yeah.
But they didn't have my size, and then I was kind of like, because when I went for a 7, they didn't have them.
I didn't even get.
Because Frank took me to the side and was like, "What size do you need?" I was like, "A 7." They were like, "Oh, we don't have 7s." And I was like, I got confused. I was like, "Do you not have small sizes or something?"
You know they're not even going for much now.
I believe it. That's
I
crazy.
think they were like 300.
Compare it to what those first ones did, and like the numbers, like. And I think they still are selling for a good amount.
Yeah, I think they're still like
the
around
original.
3. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
But compared, like, I think it's very shocking to see like the drop in prices from like the week they come out to like the week after they come out, or like when shipment goes out and everyone starts getting their pairs, the like prices just like
They
drop.
were like $900
Yeah,
before All-Star Weekend.
After All-Star Weekend, because no one, like those unions hadn't officially dropped.
Yeah.
They were $900. That's the only reason I was mad I didn't get a pair up in the bay to come back with and just like sell right away, because I was like, that would have been an extra fucking 1K in my pocket easily, just under.
And now they're like at 3 something.
Crazy.
Wild. What else?
More 95s.
Oh, those SB
Those
ones.
SB 95s.
Yes.
Oh, those are so pretty.
They're so pretty, and I haven't even, like, I don't even know if I have a screenshot of these.
It was in our DMs.
I didn't realize that they were the.
Jesus, girl. Can you please read your messages?
No.
Oh my God.
I know. I
bad
can't
like
have
that
a single
too.
notification.
I can't
on my
either.
phone.
I can't either.
So I'm like-
I don't care if it says red.
No.
It's not gonna be there. Oh fuck.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
No, because
it
these are
wasn't
the pink
that. It was the
ones.
Packers. Yeah.
Taylor.
Damn. When the hell did we talk about these?
You guys be chatting.
We really, we do.
so much
We send
shit.
each
It's
other
really just
shit
the shits on
every
Instagram.
day.
Damn. When the hell
This
did we
group chat
talk
would give
about
me anxiety, I
these?
think.
And it's just us 3. That's so funny.
No,
part.
it wasn't that far.
It
back.
wasn't that
It
far.
was
I'm gonna
definitely
look it
not that
up
far
on.
back. What?
I swear it's like here in Sneaker News somewhere. But that colorway is so freaking gorgeous. Here's the pink foam. Here's the 95. Right here.
Oh, there you go.
These. I didn't realize these were SBs. When I first seen these,
Yeah.
I just seen this. Like, I didn't realize these were the SB. And I love that they put the little check right there.
Oh.
The, like, classic little S check in the front. Like, the little cutie pie.
interesting.
I think this color is absolutely
really
gorgeous.
cute.
The cactus flower. I love the gum bottom. Oh,
Love a gum bottom.
love a gum. I think these are so cute.
I like them
I
too.
need all parts.
I like
They
these
did
a
well.
lot. Who leaked these? Did it say?
Donnie Beasel.
Some people were saying sneaker of the year on this one.
Ooh,
I thought that was aggressive.
might be up there for me.
Really?
If I have to see them in hand. I really like 95s, and I'm really excited with all these 95s coming out. And like, I love me some SBs in this colorway. What are you doing?
I have some glue on my nail and it's bothering me. I have to get it off. I'm sorry. Like it's
She's like
bothering
going
me.
in
I
over
thought you were
here.
talking about
It's okay.
Fritz.
I was like, what is she? Fritzy. Just lick yourself on the
yourself.
side.
I
So you
heard.
think it's a contender?
I feel like it might, for me, in my personal list, it might be a contender.
Yeah,
We're,
I can
4
see
months
that.
in, we're into Q2.
And people are already talking about Sneaker of the Year on
And-
Sneaker Twitter.
Man.
And
Oh my God.
as the year
got here.
as the year goes by, and y'all didn't, I mean, y'all did hear it from me, but y'all don't know what it is. But there will be more SB models coming out that aren't 95s.
Oh, we
So-
did hear
So
such
there's
things.
other stuff coming. They haven't that stuff hasn't even hit the internet yet though.
I
But
heard of
it's
such
coming.
things.
I mean, are the Swarovski shoes
That's supposed to be coming out this
later
year.
this year?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like those will be on a men's
That one
sneaker
pair
dealer.
that slipped away and got sent to a resale store.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
But yeah, this guy is supposedly somewhere in Europe. Donnie B. Souls. Okay, Donnie.
They let him leak it.
This is a prototype sample men size 9. Totally reworked for skateboarding, look and comfort.
He's selling them for $2,000.
Ooh. Final release pair will probably be different. Ooh.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It probably won't be like a whole lot different, but there probably will be particular
Little
things.
tiny things.
Man, this sample is gorgeous though.
It is gorgeous.
If that's for skate, that's gonna get destroyed though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
I think that's like, I wonder if there's you know how like a lot of SBs or like some shoes have like a lining underneath, so when you skate in
Like
them,
on
it
the
like
toe guard.
yeah, like something pops through like that almost
It'll be
kind
protected.
of yeah.
I wonder if they have like that extra level of comfort like the Ford does.
I feel like it does because it says
little
totally
padding.
reworked for a skateboarding look and comfort.
Yeah.
Mismatched pair with 2 different sample versions.
Dang, that's
One
not
with
becoming
leather
the
and one.
norm
Okay,
now?
that's why.
Oh
This
my
upper one is
God.
like more. It says one with leather, one with suede.
Oh, the toe box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
it's
this is a
nice.
mismatch pair. Interesting.
No wonder they're going for $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it though.
All
What's the
of
most
the
ever
nice.
paid?
I think it was like, well, actually now, I traded in some stuff and I got the Union 4s, the Black Noirs. Those were listed at $550, but I traded some stuff in and I only paid $50 on top. So did I really pay that? No. How much have I paid out of pocket? Maybe like $3-ish for my Royal Foamposites. And this was years ago too, and that was a lot of money for me.
Yeah.
I was like still in high school, like maybe like a little bit out of high school. That was a lot of money. I think that was the most I've paid.
$300 for a shoe is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a sneaker period, I think, right now. Like, if we were to pay $300 retail for a sneaker, that's a lot of money.
Well, I mean, the fucking SB4s were $250 after shipping
Yeah.
and stuff, so
They're
it's like
just
close
generally
to it.
What
Yeah.
was the Air Max that Bree had on?
Oh,
That was over like $300 retail. They came out for Air
It was
Max
a
Day
random.
this
It
year.
was a random
Oh,
number.
those like
It was like
3D printed ones.
No, it wasn't the
no.
3D printed or 40s.
It was like 3-6. Like it was a specific number, and that's
Yeah.
how much the shoe was.
It was like 3 something. Like the shoe was like retailed at like $300.
Yeah, it was like,
I
it's
don't
like
know
an
what shoe
area
you're talking
code,
about.
isn't it?
Was it like a 305? No.
I think it's an area code.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know what model it was?
It was a 95.
Oh, a
Right?
95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, so, let me go look at Bree's page actually.
I know 95s can get expensive, though.
Which is crazy.
She had a specific shoe she wore for the pod that day and she was telling us about it. What is this shoe?
Oh, 97.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, she done 97. Okay.
Oh, 97. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why are those so
I forgot what
forgot
she said, like
what
why
the
they were
hell
so
it
much.
was.
It's not these ones, or is it?
Oh, no.
these ones?
Yeah. Yeah, it is those.
Those are
Oh,
pretty,
it's a.
though.
Oh.
It's not a
It
regular
was an
97.
Oregon one? Oh,
The Oregon? Are they got Oregon Dunks on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, these retailed for like 300. She said.
And the bottom is different,
it's
too.
A
bottom
it's a 95 sole.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually
Is
didn't
it?
pay attention too much.
Or is it a DNA looking thing now? No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
They love putting a different sole on a 97. That's their favorite.
That is
They
definitely.
throw any sole on a 97.
I
They be
had some
"Here
like
it is,
Vapor
all."
Max 97s.
Uh-huh.
The silver bullets, I think. Or no, maybe I had the gold ones. What a time.
You're so funny.
Wait, how much have you paid for a shoe?
Oh yeah.
Or most expensive?
I don't know. I'm into the slaughter the name. I think 350 for it was like a LeBron 10. Was it are they a cork?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember
like
those.
the tan with the
Yeah.
They were like particularly for women, weren't they? Oh
No,
no.
they were
That was the
cork. It was
Serena
the
one.
10s. It was
the
a cork.
I know what you're talking about now. See, there's
it had
two
the
No,
different-
wait, I
outside.
lied. There's a cork, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hazelnut 10 is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And so it didn't come out in women's. It was men's only, and it was like a...
Like a light blue.
Yeah, it was all tan suede with a light blue tongue and and laces. And I paid that much money for them because that was the time when Nike hoop shoes were really big.
Right,
It was like
exactly.
Kobe's, Katie's, you know,
Fritz.
LeBron's, all
Go do
going
that over
crazy. And I was a 7, and it was the first time like a really cool, exclusive, like
Come up here.
limited edition or like premium materials men's
Yeah,
basketball
yeah.
shoe I found in that size.
Yeah,
So
because like
nice.
because I'm a 7 too. Like most of the time they would release in 7, but you would only ever see like an 8
and up.
Never fucking like finding a 7 back in the day like in a men's size was like a hidden fucking gem.
Yeah.
Because then it would be like grade school and like half the shit didn't come in grade school.
Yeah.
So
And I've worn them like, I don't know, 3 times. Like that was a
still have
dumb purchase. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I still have them. I've gotten rid of so many shoes over the years, but I won't get rid of those because I'm like, I spent so much money on these and I've never worn them.
yeah, I feel that.
I feel you.
Yeah, but I've worked retail for so many years. I don't ever really, if I don't get it at retail, I don't need it.
That's kind of how I feel too.
I've spent some money on some shoes.
Yeah.
I definitely have. I've spent like I think they Nike Yeezys. This was probably like what 2016 when I bought them. It was like $2,500.
Which one?
I'm trying. I think my pair, the Platts. I think those ones were around there.
No, that checks out.
Yeah, and those are a 6.5.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
those
that
are even
definitely
like
checks
smaller.
Yeah. And which is a rare
And I
size.
actually wore the fuck out of those shoes. Those I actually turned those were kind of like beaters. I wore those to fucking Miami in 2015 actually. Never mind. So I must have got those at the beginning of 2015 because I took them to Miami for like Miami Music Week. Like in those fucking
shit.
Nike Yeezys. I was like everywhere in them goddamn shoes. Like I got my money's worth.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you had them wearing them at that time too.
Yeah.
Wearing them now.
They're questionable. You see people pulling theirs out and they fucking crumbling
Girl,
and shit.
yeah, not only are they crumbling, but
Yeah, because I think mine are the
man.
second ones. The Platts are the twos.
twos.
Yeah, the first ones are too bulky. They're not.
Yeah.
The first ones don't get
yeah,
girly.
yeah.
Pink and tan is cute, but it's not.
It is. It's a boy shoe.
Yeah.
Definitely boys.
We can get into the rest of this next week,
We can.
and then get into Terra some more.
Yeah.
Because I want to know. Let the people know who you are, what it is, what you do, what's your sign.
I'm like, it's so much. I don't know. I'm a creative strategist, brand partnerships. I own a creative agency called Home Team. I've kind of done it all in the sneaker space. Started at Success in Chicago and then worked at Jordan Brand for some time on retail brand marketing team. And left there and started my agency back in 2016 and doing a lot of brand direct work of like experiential with brands at the time. So East Bay, Champ Sports, I was their experiential agency of record and like creative strategist. And did some Adidas basketball work and then transitioned into partnerships. So I've now on this side of things worked on, Lyrical Lemonade was one of my first clients. I did their Air Force One, their Jordan collab, did some Pop-Tart stuff. But in that sneaker space, I kind of evolved and worked with people like J Tips, doing some partnerships, and some artists, some fashion designers. Shout him out earlier. But really, like when I was at Jordan Brand, saw that there's so many dope creative people that want to do amazing things with these brands, but don't know how to speak the brand's language.
Yeah.
And then the brands don't speak their language either. And so then magic doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So I left and I think like I do a lot, but I think the center of my focus is really just trying to be that bridge that gap for people to like connect and do dope work.
I love that. What was like the beginning phases of that? Because I know you said you started at like the sneaker shop and like went to Jordan Brand, but how did that like transition go like into marketing? Like how did you know that was like the path you were going to take?
I went to school for PR and business because I wanted to open my own shoe store.
Okay.
And I was in Iowa, and my professor was like, we have this program in Chicago. And at the time, I was like, this is Nike Talk days. And I'm like making up all these launch calendars. And I wanted to open my own shoe store. And so I did this program where I did an internship, and that's when I interned at Success.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And the first day I interned, Vel was like, I don't know if you're fit for this, but sure, if you come to Magic in Vegas, see how you like hang, and if you really like can speak this language and understand what's going on, and we'll go from there. And like within the first few hours, he's like, you're hired.
What
like,
year was this?
2011.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Yeah, because like when you said Magic, like this was like prime, like Magic
Prime
days.
Magic. Prime Magic, yeah.
He swears.
Hey.
He's had beef with all the people walking by lately, like doing the most.
It's a paw on the.
Yeah, him like
So cute.
I take videos of him all the
Ready.
time, and he's like looking out the window. Bubba, Fritzy, you got a diaper on. Chill.
Come on, Fritz.
Oh my God.
Come on.
He's fine.
So funny.
He'll calm down. Thank you, sir.
He's out of here.
Yeah, but Vel instantly, like right after that, like when he hired me, I'm like on a high, right? And then he's like, you'll also never own a shoe store. And I was like,
Damn.
He's like, you're going to work for Nike one day.
Oh.
And at the time, I was like, I'm going to prove this man wrong. Like,
I'm gonna get my own store.
yeah, who does he think he is? And then I was like running all the numbers and like orders and assistant buyer and everything for them. And I realized I didn't want to own a shoe
Yeah,
store.
like
all your
how
money-
much goes into
Yeah,
it.
well, how
so
much goes
much.
into it, and all your money's hung up in inventory, and
Yeah.
and like you guys hear it all day long. People bitch about like, well, why does this store like not have all the good shit or whatever, or
Yeah.
like only so many pairs? Like we would have to buy to get 12 pairs of Royal One when it would drop. We would have to buy 36 pairs of a Blake Griffin, 36 pairs of a CP. Like you're
good
buying that.
We've heard like the you gotta give and take with the brands, and sometimes you have to take some shit.
And that's
so.
back when product was better. So
Yeah.
like
Hard.
think about what it is now.
Yeah,
You know?
and
So-
margins just weren't there. And
No.
I got the opportunity to interview. I left Success, ended up coming back, and then was like, okay, I'm in. Like, we got this. And then Jordan Brand hit me, and I was like, Vel was like, it's an opportunity you can't pass up. You have to interview for it. And went for it. And I don't know. It was a crazy time. I was there like when they were doing all the really, really cool stuff.
What was your favorite project?
166 Flatbush.
Yeah.
So I started at Jordan Brand in April 2014 in Chicago, got promoted to go to Portland in November, and then the first project they gave me was 166 Flatbush, and I was
Okay.
leading it. And it was like, I'm a child. I don't even know what anyone is talking about
Right.
right now, but it was really, really cool. Like, it's Jordan Brand's a family. I'm sure you guys have heard. Like, and they just kind of throw you in and trust you, and
Yeah.
you figure it out.
Yeah.
It was a really fun time. I learned a lot.
That's
Nice.
awesome. I feel like a lot of jobs like that in this type of space, and like, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, it really does just come with the experience. Like you just figure it out as you go.
How long were you at Jordan Brand?
Just 2 years. I actually got
I feel like
fired
you've been
from
there
Jordan Brand.
longer. That's crazy.
No, yeah. I got fired for some product stuff. Nothing crazy. I didn't do anything insane, but it was a blessing in disguise. Like, I really then took the time of like, I thought that was my dream job. I really wasn't 100% happy in the
Right.
situation. And it really like made me take a step back and realize like, if that as a childhood like dream wasn't it, like what is? And like, you take away the materialisticness of things and you really like evaluate like, what is it? And for me, it was being a dot connector for people. And so it's been a really fun evolution. I make a lot more money than I probably would have if I stayed there now, you know? And I've been able to touch and work with every single brand under the sun. I mean, right now, my direct clients are Foot Locker, Crocs, just won some Under Armour business today.
Nice.
And, you know, so I've been able to work with everybody, Puma, you name it. So, you learn a lot more than being siloed in one specific
Right.
way.
Yeah, I totally agree. Even on like the influencer side,
Yeah.
Like I've always said that it's really like because everyone has always told me like you should work at Nike, you should work at whatever, and I'm like no, like I actually don't want to. Like it's really nice being able to like tap into like everything.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
It's and it gives you so much more freedom, so much control, and like your name is just out there a little bit more too.
Yeah.
When you're just stuck at one place, it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's like I get like the people who do work there and being dedicated to that and loyal obviously to the brand, but I think for some people, especially with our own personal brand and what we do, it's great to tap into so many different diverse areas of this industry because it is really, really big when you think about it. But I think for a lot of us, and I had this conversation with someone like over the weekend, like even though like, you can have a shoe with New Balance and Asics, I was like, I think everyone's goal is always to get that Nike Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it is.
Of course.
So I was like, that's really awesome. Like you're like, I've been here, but you know what?
Yeah.
This isn't what I really want to do. And I feel that like a lot of people, you kind of get to something that you've achieved and you're like, you know what? On to the next.
And I think that's why when I first started, I was working with Brands Direct and I made the jump to talent management because you run into that brick road also as a creative agency. Like Champ Sports, I was doing a lot of their work, right? They like weren't saying yes to some of my ideas. So then jumping into talent management, it was like, J-Tips and I ideating around some stuff and it'd be like, oh, if this brand don't want to do it, this one might,
Yeah.
You really get to get some creative ideas off, like, in different capacities. You look at one silo, right? Like sneaker cleaner, you can hit up many different brands. And whoever, like, you vibe with well and, like, really accepts the idea and lets you have creative freedom, you can rock with. So it's awesome.
I think creative freedom is also extremely important in this space. Like I know you can be limited with the things that you can do, but also being able to express yourself fully and not letting like the brand control like what you're putting out is also very important. I know for us, like it's been kind of like us wanting to stay organic and be authentic and not just like putting stuff out for the fuck of it.
Yeah, one of a homegirl of mine, like maybe like a year or two ago, she asked me like, how am I able to still work with like Nike and Jordan, but also do like Adidas or like Pumas, whatever. And I was like, honestly, like I just have good relationships with all of them, and like, and I've also never been on some like exclusivity shit with any of them, unless it's like for a specific campaign, whatever. But like, if you just have good relationships with these people at any and all brands, like they really don't care at the end of the day like that too,
Especially in influencers.
Oh yeah, especially in this space,
I think though for a lot of people coming up, like whether it's an influencer space or social media and brand deals, like people really don't understand like the importance of exclusivity. I recently came across a thread and it was a girl, or it was somebody talking about another girl, like a creator who like for some reason like gave this like signed like some crazy exclusivity deal where this brand was like forever using like her likeness and video to sell like some. It was very weird, and people were like, why the fuck would you sign this? Like,
because they don't read it.
Because they don't read it or they don't know better. I forgot what it was exactly, but it was something like, even I was in my head like, why would you sign like this like indefinite
like in perpetuity thing?
And it was kind of
any content or that content you created, we have usage rights
forever.
It was something like a long ass exclusivity though.
Yeah,
exactly. And it was kind of like shooting herself in the foot because she wasn't able to work with like competing brands,
right?
And like a lot of people don't understand that. And like for me, I was never doing the social media thing like that. Like this was all news to me, like working with you guys and our own brand, or like certain little things on the side that like, you need to read the fucking fine print.
You need to read
the
contracts,
and so a lot of the work I do now is majority influencer strategy and work for those brands. And like, and as a previous talent manager, like I really always push the brands is like, what usage rights do you really need? And like to people out there that are making content and like signing these contracts, always read the usage rights. Even if like you see them say, oh, you don't have to be in an exclusivity, but I can still use this as a paid ad for 6 months.
Yeah.
You're in an exclusive deal for 6 months, because if I'm Nike and I see your Adidas your Adidas ad still going live for 6 months, I'm not booking.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
So like you need to read that fine print.
Yeah, because it's like that type of crossover, especially with brands like Nike and Adidas, like that's ultra competitive. So like I could see that. And also like the homegirl Diana that used to run with Adidas.
Yeah. She was exclusive.
She was
Adidas
exclusive
for like
to
a whole
Adidas,
year.
and like for like a few years. And when I know she loved it, but like when she finally got out of that exclusivity, she was so excited to like wear Jordans outside, wear Nikes outside, because it's not even like, oh my god, like fuck Adidas or anything, but it's also like I want to wear something else.
Especially when you're like into shoes, like it's hard to just wear one specific brand all the freaking time, you know. So
I feel like a lot of brands are getting out of that. You even see it with Nike being a little more flexible than years in the past.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, oh, I'm not going to work with somebody who works with another company. And now they're having conversations with those.
Yeah. I'm finding
It's
more.
true.
Oh, okay, go for it.
No, I'm saying it's true.
Yeah, I'm just finding more and more creatives like, J-Tips in the conversation we had with him about him not being like contracted in
He
that
doesn't have
sense
exclusivity
with
at all,
Saucony specifically, but also, like being loyal to the brand to a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a really good job at balancing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
I agree.
I think it's just because he's such a good person. Like,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
You can't not.
Yeah. And like I said, he's a sneaker guy. Like, it's hard.
Yes.
You can't, it's like embedded in you. So it's like, I think regardless, he would still be doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Man, love him.
He was one of the most fun to work with. And I think like sky's the limit for him. Like,
Yeah,
he's
I
just
agree.
getting started. So I'm super excited to see what he comes out with. And back to the sneaker of the year conversation. I love you, but I'm busy. Those are probably
Wait,
my
did you guys see, like, he was
favorite.
just at Complex and he put, like, something about, like, oh, we're going to dead
I
the
saw
sneaker
that.
of the year conversation or something about him not being higher up. I was like, oh, what was he doing there? What were you doing there,
Crazy. I feel like
J-Tip?
some of his other releases were bigger than this one.
Oh,
I didn't.
absolutely.
To me, I just didn't feel like this one was the biggest one, which is so weird. I think.
I don't feel like it was the biggest one, but I feel like this one is
know, it's
way
so
different from the
weird.
past one.
Yeah.
I think
that-
it's the
no, that's
color
also
palette.
true,
I
too.
feel like
The shoe
it
itself
gives
looks
something
different,
else.
yeah.
Like, this one just felt different from the ones before a little bit.
And
So-
didn't do like the pop-up tour and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true.
Have you, I'm assuming, like, so with the pop-up tour type stuff, like, how does that exactly work? Like, from beginning to end? Like, are you on that part of, like, bringing it to fruition, to completion? Like,
Yeah, so the one before, what was that? The to-do list.
yes.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out how do we release the product? What is the full rollout? The number from the day I sat down with Tips before I signed him, I said, what is the number one brand you want to work with? And he said it was BBC. And I was in town and we were going to get together and just continue to ideate. And he's like, just hit him up one more time and see what they say. And they're like, come by the office in 20 minutes.
Oh,
He's in
nice.
the Bronx.
Shit,
He's in the
what
Bronx.
the
He's like, I'll be there. And so I think I bought him an extra 20 minutes to get down to the office. And we went into the office and they're like, all right, we're in. And then so just managing like, okay, what else can we do? The product to go along with it. What is that rev share? And so then I'm negotiating that and then just project managing it, making sure it goes smooth. Installed some vinyls last minute.
Yeah.
Whatever needs to happen
Yeah.
for it to come to life.
Are you the one that decides, like, or not decides, but, like, negotiating like numbers in that sense in the middle ground too? Like, how do you know through your experience, like, this is what my client should be paid, and like when to know to ask for more?
Yeah, it depends on the deal, so I won't say like
No,
I don't.
you don't have to be technical.
Yeah, like I
But
didn't
negotiate broadly.
not negotiate
Because I feel like there
Saucony
probably
deal,
are a
but-
lot of people who do listen to us who are maybe just starting out being in the scene.
How does
Who have,
it
like,
work?
how does, like, where to start off? Like, what do you ask for? Like, when is it I'm asking for too much in a sense?
I always let them lead and give you a starting point.
Okay. Yes. What's your budget?
Yeah. What do you have in mind? We can give
Always
you
ask,
ideas
man.
based off of that. A lot of times the sneaker deals aren't the best.
Yeah.
The best deals are the ones that you're frying your favorite person over in the comments, and like you got to do those to make ends meet. But sneaker deals, usually I'd say the things to consider are royalties on the shoe. A lot of people don't negotiate that, and they try to say we won't do it, but they will.
That's crazy to like not want to give like royalties on a shoe that like you are the main creator.
Your likeliness is selling it. That's crazy.
Exactly.
But like a brand like Nike, very rare that they're going to give out royalties.
Right? It is.
And I know everyone wants a Nike shoe, but like that's actually like the least paying.
Yes.
But like they put you on
the status, but you don't get.
You get a lot to the
You get scale in return. Because it's the cosign with that at the end of the day. But that other brands can't really give you to that extent.
Exactly. And so then I'd say the next thing to look at is like your creative fee. That should be a line item. And then the biggest one is when those are low or no's, you should one of those at least needs to be a yes. You need at least like $5,000 to design a shoe. And then marketing budget. So if those two are low and you're like, what are you gonna like bring to the table to like really make this a moment? And what are you investing in that capacity? So like I won't give numbers or anything like that, but the Jordan Lyrical Lemonade shoe that we did, I didn't get a lot of the deal points I wanted up front on those first two things, but on the back end, it was a lot of money. It was getting featured in a campaign with Virgil. It was like all those other things like that really like, although the cash register, I like to say, wasn't ringing on those.
The other things.
The brand equity for Lyrical Lemonade went through the roof on that. Right? And like,
that's a good term for that.
And so that really, really matters is like, how much money are they going to invest in? What does that marketing play look like for you? And if they're like, oh, well, you come up with ideas and tell us, then like, that's even cool, but like, am I gonna have creative freedom, and are you gonna nickel and dime me or whatever? And every time they're gonna be like, well, we can't put the marketing spend in the contract, and like they're never going to. So you also like have to really trust the people. But then like say I won't sign the contract until we have the like full plan of like what you are telling me we're gonna do. Then I feel a little better about signing on the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of technical stuff I didn't know.
It is.
Personally,
and a lot of times you don't get to pick the model either. So when you're tagging people, you're like, you should have done a Jordan 3. Like,
oh yeah. A lot of people don't realize that. Like when the brand will approach you, they'll bring you something and be like,
working on.
Create something with this.
That Jordan Lyrical Lemonade shoe we did. I don't even remember the name at this point. Like,
can you bring it up? I want to see what they look like.
Travis Scott did a version of it, and it like sat forever, and then the Lyrical guys did the other version, and it sold out in 30 seconds.
Oh wow.
And it was like, I think 10 to 15,000 units. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this. The Aerospace 720.
Okay.
720. Oh
So,
my God, there was a woman's shoe like that.
Yeah, like
the altitude.
it's not a good shoe, right? Like I mean, designed well. Like we're giving that, right?
Yeah.
And the brief was like, Chicago All-Star, it needed to bring to life connectivity. And so, like, the colors are inspired by the train line, but adopted in Lyrical Lemonade fashion. Like, the green line in Chicago ain't lime green like that, but Lyrical Lemonade uses a lime green, like bright citrusy colors. But this sold out in 30 seconds, right? But, like, we didn't get to pick that model.
Yeah.
So...
When SNS did their collab when I was there, they had 2 Jordans, but that was the other Jordan that they got to do was on this model. So I think because I rarely see that model.
Yeah,
like, I rarely see it. Yeah.
Like if Travis Scott can't sell that, like come on.
I forgot. Like the Travis one I was not a fan when he did that one either.
Yeah, but it was like this, right? And when I talk about brand equity, it's like again the first meeting I took with Lyrical Lemonade, I was like trying to do some stuff with them with Champ Sports, and they're like, oh, you do all this other stuff, you do sponsorships, like could you help us build our festival? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, in brands, could like if we could get a collab, I want a Jordan collab and I want a Bear Brick collab. And so we made both of those things happen, right? And like the Jordan brand collab helped make the Pop-Tarts collab happen. I've been pitching the Pop-Tarts collab for a little over 2 years to happen, but they're like, who's Cole Bennett, who's Lyrical Lemonade? don't get it because they're like these corporate people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like they're never going to understand it. And so you got to like educate them and take them there,
Yeah.
or take deals that don't pay as well to
like
get on
bring it
their
to
radar.
life. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
To make them understand. If Jordan Brand says, okay, work with Lyrical, then everyone else under the sun.
Should have, yeah.
Co-sign.
It's the name.
Yeah.
So
That holds the
you
weight.
just transitioned though from doing not influencer marketing.
From doing talent management and partnerships. I dropped everybody at the end of the year and jumped back into working brand direct.
Right.
I made that switch from from brand direct and a mix of talent management to full talent management during the pandemic because some brands owed me a lot of money and I was like, I don't want to be a bank for corporate America.
Oh, right.
I'd rather be a bank and like, oh, you need to cover this invoice to get 100,000 shoes. Great. Let's pay it. Like I'd rather my money be spent that way. So I made that shift, but then like, I started to like do the math on everything and it's like I can doing good deeds, but like at the end of the day, like I need to build my wealth. Right?
Yeah.
And so I made that shift back to working brand direct. And so I'll do some stuff with some creatives as hired on as like a creative strategist or production. Like I'm doing a couple boosts for Complex Con still next year. So I'll still work with creatives in that way. And like, I haven't lost the mission of like making sure creatives get paid. I'm still able to do that.
Right.
Working brand direct. I'm working with their exact dollars versus begging for the dollars. The dollars are handed to me and I get to say, this person's right for them now again.
Yeah.
And so it's been really fun. And that shift has been very successful. And I'm hired my first full-time employee today.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, really excited to see where it can go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you feel like you have a little bit more free time with this switch, or is it still just as?
Yeah. As a talent manager, you're their like best friend, worst enemy, their accountant, their financial advisor, their ex, their whatever they want. Your best friend, their lawyer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have way more time, and that was a part of the switch. Is like I can't show up great for these people every day if I'm mentally drained. And
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
and now I can, and I can still be creative, and I can still live my purpose that I identified years ago of like being a conduit for creative.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So like the work I do with Crocs is influencer for the most part. We're one of the agencies of record for influencer classic clogs and was able to work with you at Coachella.
Yes.
And then also do all of their go-to-market full creative rollout strategy for their anime collaborations. So we've done Demon Slayer, Naruto. You were at that one too.
Silver Lake Ramen.
And we've got a couple more coming out that I can't divulge.
Tell me off. Tell me off,
later.
Mike.
And then I also work with Foot Locker doing some influencer marketing stuff.
dope.
Uber experiential agency of record. So we're working on like Afro tech and some tech conferences for them.
That's dope.
And this is not like just like regional, like SoCal. Is it? It's
North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
All North America.
Yeah.
So, and then the last one that I just got is Under Armour. So we're working on a big activation for them, and we'll hope to scale that business. But like, I'm really bad at tooting my horn, but I will right now.
Yeah.
I'm with my girls and I feel comfortable.
Talk your
It's
shit.
like you said, is this regional or is it national, like
Yeah,
global?
no, that's huge.
It is really huge.
Yeah.
Like the work that Home Team is taking on as a 2-woman team, and we have like, you know,
Shout
a
out to
couple
Sam.
people. Exactly. Shout out to Sam. We have a couple people that, you know, I'll hire some freelance to do some of this, but the amount of work and revenue that we're driving at Home Team is like the level of like what you see, not a Game 7, but like a Game 7 early years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And they are
Yeah.
teams
Victory
of,
and stuff.
they're teams of what, like 50?
Yeah, they got bigger teams. Yeah,
we're really like doing a lot, and I'm really excited to see.
Nice.
That's exciting.
That's
I'm
dope.
happy for you guys. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Sam.
Is there a
Happy for you.
brand? Is there a brand that you have yet to work for that you would love to work or not work for, but work with?
The only one still on my list is American Express.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It is.
I've worked with, if it wasn't a direct client, through partnerships, I've worked with like everyone. I can't think of a brand that I haven't done something with, honestly. And it's American Express. I think like I have some really cool creative ideas I want to get off with them, or like I guess any bank at that point.
I
I haven't done
banking is where the money is.
Literally.
Okay, where the money resides.
Exactly.
Literally
They've
where the
got
money
good
resides.
budgets. I feel like trust and like lean into, some like really cool initiatives and key like cultural moments. And I just think as an entrepreneur, like financial literacy is something that like I'd love to be able to like work on and be able to speak to and do some creative stuff with.
Yeah.
And I think like especially like that dream with working with American Express came about when I was doing more talent management, and I just think like being able to use creatives to tell their story, and like also educate them on being more responsible with their money.
I agree. I feel
man.
like we're in an economic crisis. I feel like people aren't financially responsible. I mean, including myself sometimes. But like, I feel like people really don't know how to be financially.
That's very true.
We weren't really taught about that,
facts.
like in school or anything, like on
Yeah.
taxes, money,
Yeah.
this, that. We're just out here figuring it
No,
the fuck
seriously.
out. Like,
This year I told myself I wanted to clear all my debt too.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I see you talking about like
man.
Roth IRAs and like
No, I
asking
have
about
not talked
bank
about
stuff.
that. I talked about
you were talking about something else then. Yeah.
It was a high yield savings account.
High yield, sorry, yeah.
And I did get one. So I'm making some type of money.
But
And I know it's rough right now, but like now is actually the time.
yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
But like
To buy when stocks are
surprisingly
low.
though, because Coachella does a lot of stuff with American Express. So like I think that would be something maybe in the future for you to like try to tap in that way, like to be that middle
with an
person.
event, festival,
because they do
whatever.
like certain things. I know with like the merge checkout and like American
Yes,
Express,
they do.
they have a
The
specific
Ferris wheel,
American.
too.
It's American
Yeah, I've
Express. So
seen that.
and like I think it's more popular at festivals than you realize they have like stuff there.
Yeah.
And
People
some of
spend
the
money at
they like do that because they're also getting money
Points
back
and
because
stuff.
of using their POS systems
Yes,
and stuff like
yes.
that. Like, but so like some of the work that I want to do is more like literally fuel an entrepreneur to like be able to like all these expenses, like you guys going to NBA All-Star, you have to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it costs money to be there.
Yeah.
We want to go to WNBA All-Star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if Jordan Brand doesn't cut the check, like that money's coming from your guys'
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so like I want to challenge some financial institutions to like back some of these more like smaller creatives that need the money to get to that next space, right? Like
That's a great idea.
that.
me as a home team, I started home team with like negative $37 in my account. Like and I have never gotten a loan, and I like have never gotten in any advances, and I am fronting, like $400,000 from brands. And like I know creatives worry about net 60,
30s and 60s
like all
and
that.
90s. Oh my
Net 90 is wild.
I'm like,
I've never, but that's
I'm like,
insane.
I also like we can't commit to if I'm on net 30 terms with X brand. I sometimes will commit to, or say net 60. Some of brands are like net 60, right? I'm arguing with them right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't have you create content for me and then pay you in like
in the 90s.
Yeah,
90
yeah.
days.
That's a long
Because I
time.
let it process
Yeah.
and like make sure they pay me on time, and like did they actually take my invoice on time? Like
Yeah,
no.
even when
So
we
you're
do
fronting
net
those
30,
bills.
it's like 2 months
always
later.
something.
Yeah.
You're fronting those bills. So like instead of like these financial institutions constantly working with major entities that they're instantly being able to see their return on investment on, like commit and like spend some dollars with some small businesses.
Yeah.
And that's why I say American Express specifically, because they do some stuff with small businesses, right?
I think that's a
dope.
great idea. Like I don't think a lot of people think about that, and especially being in the middle like ground.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Have you ever seen something, an activation or whatever, and thought you could have done it better?
Yeah, but you never know. Yes, and I also think that's like why I'm so hard on myself, because I think of somebody looking at something of mine. Damn. But I'm like, but if they knew I fought for that hard in that conference room.
Yeah.
On that Zoom call, I was telling them, I don't think this is right.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know the restrictions they went into. Like,
Very
you
true.
don't know like that Nike called that agency 5 days ago and they pulled this off.
Right.
So I always look at things like objectively and just kind of say like, that's cool, or I like maybe I would have done this different, but I never like I could have done it better because I don't know the like what the brand walked them into. Like it's usually
true.
the brand cutting budgets or the brand's making a last minute ask. Like if that agency's been around, it probably wasn't them.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's true.
And shit happens.
It does.
No one's ever gonna be perfect.
Agreed. You know, shit always happens. Like I feel like it's, you know, something is bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I feel for anybody that wants to get into the career you're doing or like down a similar road, what would be your first point of advice for them like getting started?
I would look at internships at agencies that are like full service and where you can really understand the different roles within the creative industry. Because at an agency like, let's not use Home Team because we're so small, you do everything. But like look at a Game 7 or a Team Epiphany, you have account managers, you have social people, you have production people.
Yep.
They're all these different, and then you have creative director,
creative
like
producers,
getting
all types
into
of
an
shit, yeah.
agency that has all of the roles to understand like what you may like and what you don't. And while your guys, they're probably like, well, how do I get into the agency? Be a brand ambassador. That's step one. You can like understand and view from afar, like just being a BA at a experiential event. And then, you know, you gain a relationship with the account manager. You have some lunch with them. You can start to learn even as not getting a job at the agency. But I would say go that route because then you can kind of test out multiple things of like what makes sense for you. If you say you're creative and you like take an account manager role, like that's not the role.
Numbers and stuff.
You're more managing a budget and you're arguing with creative and you're arguing with the client. Like you're a middleman parent in that role. So test them all out to really see where in the creative space you really want to land.
That makes sense. And like you said, like getting to know the people in those positions or at those companies, making those relationships, networking, making yourself known is really important.
Very.
So
Yeah.
Are there a lot of woman-owned agencies like
There
that?
are.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I'm now drawing a blank, but like Sunnyside is one. Wow, I feel really bad.
There's a lot of like husband and wife ones too. Like
Team Epiphany. Like we think of Coltrane, but
Coltrane,
like him and his wife.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're 50-50 partners. In that business.
We obviously worked with one for All-Star Weekend.
yeah, I forgot that.
They're really good. And I can't remember the name either.
I know.
the L agency.
Thank
L.
you,
Yeah.
L. Yes. And was that all women?
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt like it was.
I think
Black
the one
woman
that
at
Taylor
that.
owns, I think that's her agency.
Oh, yeah.
30, what was it?
Separate agencies.
With
Agency
with
32.
Hustle.
Agency 32.
Agency 32.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her, and she has a couple girls on the team, and then Hustle. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
They do amazing work.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work with them too.
We
We really
have.
have worked with a lot of women agencies.
Yeah.
We
On that
really
first
have.
thing that you guys did with Shoe. Was it
Chic.
Shoe Palace and Chic.
Chic
Yeah.
and Shoe Palace. Yeah. All Jordan Power.
Yeah.
Jordan loves the girls.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
We love
I
them
almost
too.
wore my Vast shoes today, and then I didn't.
Did
I
it?
It's all good.
And it was still Jordan too, so
It's still a Jordan. Yeah.
it's fine. Wait, you said you've sold a lot of shoes throughout the year. Do you know how many you have now?
I probably only have like 200.
Oh,
That's still a good amount.
still
Still a good amount.
That's still a lot of shoes.
Yeah.
But I think like at my peak, I was like 400. Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm just over 400.
Yeah, and like I started in the space as like knowing every single release date and making these spreadsheets for people in Nike Talk.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, don't know when a shoe comes out. That's why I hit Kari and I was like, what are they gonna ask me? Like, am I gonna sound dumb?
No.
Like, I don't know.
We don't be knowing half the
Very
time
easy
either.
conversation.
Half the time, like I'll be on here looking at whatever. I'm like, oh shit, did y'all see this? Like we be missing
so much.
It's too much
And
coming
the date-
out.
But here's the thing: the dates change all the time too, though.
The dates
So, like,
change.
you'll get
The
a
tariffs,
date and
girl.
then
Shit's
it'll
getting pushed
change.
back.
So, the brands love to change.
At first
the
it was
date.
COVID.
So, all
that
the
was a
time.
terror.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, even are we getting those rodeo SBs? They were Black History Month. Now they're
Now it was
not.
supposed to be
Now they're
April. Now
April.
we don't know when they're coming.
Syndicate
Like,
just
it's-
posted a pair.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know what's going on.
Who knows?
Who knows? Any final thoughts? Not trying to rush you out or kicking you out. If you want to talk about anything else, we can.
No, I just love what you guys are doing, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we really
Hopefully-
appreciate it.
Hopefully, I can find some brand dollars to do some stuff.
Yes,
hell
we're
yeah.
always
We love
down.
that.
We're willing to work. We love it.
we're
We love
open.
the brands. Most of them. I don't know. I don't have no beef with brands. I don't know why I said that. We try to act like
We don't got no beef with nobody. We good. We good. We good.
We really
No,
do not
we're
have
good.
beef with anybody.
Period.
People just love
At
to
all.
start shit with us.
No, this is the thing.
God.
People think we're messy because we just kind of say like our opinions, and then people want to bring us their messiness for us to speak on, and
Yeah,
it's
no.
We're
like,
like, no, you should handle your messiness.
that,
Like,
we're not the mess cleaners.
we're not here
like-
to do it for you.
Yeah,
Like, at
But
all.
A lot of people think that's what it is, and it's not.
Not at all, because we're not in the business of trying to create beef with anyone. We want to
All of the
be
beef
good
that's
with
ever
everyone.
happened is people coming at us.
Yeah,
We've never ever.
mind you, this is all based on opinions. By the way, this is not based on facts. It's nothing to.
This is imaginary beef we're talking about. FYI.
imaginary podcast. Honestly.
It's okay to not align with people's opinions and still have things in common with them. Multiple things can exist at the same time, and people need to get used to that.
Yes.
Yes,
We don't need any more Twitter
yeah,
wars.
at all.
I thought you were saying we don't need any more podcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting up there. We support all the
I've seen a
podcasts.
lot of well, not just talking about secret podcasts in general.
Yeah.
But yes, facts. We do not need any more sneaker Twitter beef. Jesus Christ.
I open it and close it anymore.
Oh, I like
know,
watching
it's
it.
It's a toxic fit place. It's very toxic.
I type and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just not gonna do this.
I literally will log into X. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
it's
I'm
mine.
never
on Twitter
calling it
anymore.
that.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
Absolutely not. It's
It's
Twitter.
gonna be Twitter forever.
I like watching from afar. I like watching everyone else's beef. Like, ooh, damn, and then commenting like, oh shit.
Janelle said eyes are a meme.
yeah.
I'm like, what's
Hello?
going on
But
with
you
y'all?
even like a post and people be like, oh, I saw Terra like that.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Like, I can't like something.
Oh my god.
I just try to stay out of it.
That's so funny.
What did your mom tell you when you were young? If you can't say nice, don't say anything
Don't
nice
say
at all.
anything at
Don't say anything at all.
I just log
Yeah.
back off.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Sometimes it's the best thing.
What's the little meme where the little guy like opens the door and like goes in and goes out? That's
Oh yeah.
yeah. He's like, I'm about to head the fuck out. Absolutely.
I like
not.
watching.
Oh,
when I have
but
time.
thank you again for coming on. We really appreciate it. This was a very fun and informative episode.
informative.
Like, I feel like you gave a lot of great insight because we've had a lot of people from the brands, like, so from so many different creative directions, but we haven't had somebody that like works specifically in the field that you do. So it was really fun hearing
Yeah,
like all that
for
behind the
sure.
scenes insight and like the person who's in the middle of like talent and brands. So I'm really excited for you and your new adventure, though. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see
me
it.
too.
And the American Express deal, because it's coming.
get it in.
Yes.
Come through.
Manifesting,
Fruition.
okay?
We always do that on here.
We do.
We really do always manifest.
We like to
something
bring it
of-
to fruition.
Yeah.
But as always.
Wait, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, yes. Drop that.
Follow me at on all platforms, Cop'em and Rock'em. Not so you can figure that out.
Cop'em and Rock'em.
COPEMNROCK.
Not Copenhagen, nothing like that.
Cop'em and Rock'em.
Rock'em.
Yeah.
Wait, where did you get that name from? How'd you come up with it?
When I was in school for business and PR, I had to like have a blog in PR, and I wrote a sneaker blog, and I'd sign off Cop'em.
Cop'em.
That's cute.
Oh, I like
I
that.
miss
Instagram, and
blogging.
then it
I know it's vlogging, but I miss the blogging era. Like it was a good ass
It used to be a good time. Yeah,
was.
it was a moment.
Well, you can watch us on YouTube at Sneaky Link Pod. And you can subscribe to that as well. And subscribe to any of our audio platforms, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And while you're at it, might as well just follow us on Instagram too. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Oh, actually, we have our... Wait, no, this is after our live. I lied. See you next week.
Right.
Bye. Bye. That was the last episode.
Okay, now we got